Scalar or dot products. Given the vectors u and v, the scalar or dot product written as u dot v is given by the formula magnitude of u times the magnitude of v times the cosine of the angle between the two vectors, where u dot v is the product of the vectors u and v. This is the product of the magnitude between u and v. Theta is the angle between the two vectors u and v. Consider the diagram. U dot v is equals to remark, for an acute angle, u dot v is always positive. That is, u dot v is greater than 0. An acute angle is greater than 0 degrees but less than 90 degrees. For an obtuse angle, u dot v is always negative. An obtuse angle is an angle that is greater than 90 degrees but less than or equal to 180 degrees. Generally, given the vector u with components ai plus bj, the vector v with components ci plus dj, then u dot v is equals to ai plus bj times ci plus dj. This will give us consider the figure. This is the vector u in the direction I, the vector v in the direction j. From the definition of u dot v, we establish the following properties. The vectors I and j are perpendicular to one another. The angle between them is 90 degrees. Therefore, I dot I is equals to the magnitude of I times the magnitude of j cos 90. This is equals to 1 times 1 times 0 is equals to 0. Since cos 90 is equals to 0, hence I dot j is equals to j dot I, which is equals to 0. The vector I is parallel to itself, so I dot I is equals to the magnitude of I times the magnitude of j times the magnitude of I cos 0. This is 1 times 1 times 1. Since cos 0 is equals to 1, this will give us 1. Hence, I dot I is equals to j dot j, which is equals to 1. The angle between two vectors. If the vector u has components ai plus bj and the vector v ci plus dj, find u dot v. By definition, u dot v is equals to magnitude of u times magnitude of v cos theta. That is AI plus BJ times CI plus DJ is equals to A square plus B square to the root times C square plus D square to the root times cos theta. Hence, the product of AI plus BJ times CI plus DJ is obtained from simple algebraic procedure and taking cognizance of I dot I and J dot J is equals to 1, and I dot J and J dot I is equals to 0. If we expand this here, we're going to have AI. I'm going to have AC I dot I. Then I have A D I dot J. Take this other one plus BC I dot J plus BD J dot J. So I dot I is equals to 1, so this will give us AC. I dot J is equals to 0, so this is 0. I dot J is equals to 0, that is 0. J dot J is equals to 1, so this will give plus BD. Now let's transfer this here. So I'm going to have AC plus BD is equals to all of this, A square plus B square to the root C square plus D square to the root all times cos theta. So we are looking for the angle. Let's make cos theta the subject. Cos theta is equals to AC plus BD divided by A square plus B square to the root times C square plus D square to the root Generally, the angle between two vectors is given by cos theta is equals to u dot v all over the magnitude of u divided by the magnitude of v. Given that the vector u is equals to 6i plus 8j and the vector v 3i plus 4j, find u dot v, hence find the angle between them. So u dot v is equals to 6i plus 8j times 3i plus 4j. This will give us 6 times 3 I dot I plus 6 times 4 I dot j plus 8 times 3 j dot I plus 8 times 4 j dot j. We know that I dot I is equals to 1, so this is 6 times 3, which gives us 18. I dot j is 0, j dot I is equals to 0, j dot j is equals to 1, so this will give us 8 times 4, this is plus 32. So all of this will give us 50. Now we have been asked to look for the angle between the two vectors. Let's get magnitude of u. This is equals to 6 squared plus 8 squared to the root. This is 36 plus 64 to the root. This is 100 to the root. This is equals to 10 units. Let me get magnitude of v. This is equals to 3 squared plus 4 squared to the root. It's equals to 9 plus 16 to the root. It's equals to 25 to the root. This is equals to 5 units. So what are we saying here? We're saying that cos theta is equals to u dot v, which is 50 divided by magnitude, that is 10 times 5. This is equals to 50 divided by 50 equals to 1. So now cos theta is equals to 1, theta is equals to cos inverse of 1, which is equals to 0 degrees.